Hey guys, what's up? My name is SuperExtrovert and welcome back to another Wuthering Waves video. Tip number 1, OS and gaming system settings. Hey Rover, tip number 1 will be the most important tip that will improve your overall gaming experience in Wuthering Waves Day 1. Before you log into the game, I'm sure you've been feeling a ways about how Wuthering Waves will perform on your PC and mobile device. So my suggestion is that you update all your drivers, restart your device, then log into Wuthering Waves. Updating your firmware, graphics cards, and overall OS system is highly recommended at this point. If you need extra space, go purchase a SSD or NVMe external drive for faster response time. Then reset all your devices. Then log into Wuthering Waves with your pre-register account. Let's not forget about those freebies from the Kiro devs. After logging in for the first time, we're going to be choosing which rover we're going to be maining. Female rover or male rover. Choose wisely because everyone that you meet after this point will be so in love with you. This is canon and lore information. After Sophie's choice, you're going to be introduced into a beautiful cutscene. And then you're going to wake up to Yang Yang and Chisha. And if the game is feeling glitchy, follow these steps by just going to your gaming settings. Within your gaming settings, set your resolution to normal or low. Then set your FPS from 60 to 30. Turn off motion blur. We don't want you feeling dizzy from the wild travels that you just had. And also turn VSync on. This will allow the game to perform as it should. Also, controller mapping is very important as well, but this will be up to you to set your own unique playstyle. Now go take your crown. Tip number 2, after defeating Crownless, this is definitely going to be a player's choice. You can choose the quest line that leads you straight to the beginner banners, or you can be like me and unlock the whole entire map. So when you do start to do those quests, you can just teleport wherever you need to go. Both paths will be highly valuable to you and your gaming progress on day 1. After the first main quest, you will also get your telekinesis, grapple, and foresight ability. All of these items will enhance your overall open world experience as you fight your way through this new region. Tip number 3. This tip is a little controversial, but I'm always thinking outside the box. Use the first round of your Waveplate, which is your open world energy for world bosses, on the training zone found in the city. Then save the extra crystal solvent, which is your bundle Waveplate that you receive from various quests. Save this for your world bosses when you're grinding out materials when you reach Union level 16, in my opinion. At that point, you should have ascended your world a second time, and that way you can ascend your rover to possibly level 40. Now this is where the game gets really interesting. Just you wait. This will give you a nice start in the game when you combine all of your free to play material with the web event and the in-game events. Also, another option, if you manage your Waveplate correctly, you'll be able to use your Astrite for 3 refreshes a day, which could be recommended if you're trying to min-max all your characters. Since day 1 will start later in the day on May 22nd, use all of your Waveplate, split it between the training zone for more shell credit and character level potions. This would be my recommended advice when it comes to Waveplate management on day 1. Okay, tip number 4. Wuthering Waves may seem easy in the beginning, but if you ascend your level too fast, you're going to be under level for all the in-game content, and death will come knocking at your door. So if you haven't died yet, you should get an achievement from dying a horrific and stupid death. So don't ascend your world level too quickly, because you will get real quick. But if you happen to catch this horrific stupid death in a clip form, please send it to me. Tip number 5, and Rover we trust. This is the quickest tip on my list. All I'm saying is just build them with as much attack as you can. Thank me later. Tip number 6, level up your data bank and terminal level to level 10 as soon as possible. This would increase your stamina for dashing, dodging, plunging, and swimming to its max while you increase your echo rarity drops. Collect every rarity of every echo in your echo gallery while exploring Wonglong region will be key. Hopefully at this point you consider picking your free 5-star from the Wuthering Waves Echo web event that's ending on June 6, 2024. This would get you at least your first 20 points in your data bank for collecting a 5-star rarity echo. At this point, you also should familiarize yourself with the different sonata effects that each echo will give when attaching them to that unit. If you're going for spectral, be sure to get the celestial light. If you're going for glacial, be sure to go for the freezing frost. You should notice by now that each 5-piece gives you a 10% elemental damage boost. So just get out there and collect them all like Pokemon. Tip number 7. While exploring different regions, defeating monsters, world bosses, and completing available quests and side missions, be sure to talk to all the NPCs available. Start a conversation with just about everybody. This would lead you to getting an abundance of Astrite given to you from first-time completions, which would be a bonus from challenges and achievements in your guide handbook. Now, with all that Astrite you just got from completing so many first-time completions, my only tip here is to only summon when you have a full multi. And also, there may be a soft pity system at 65 to 70 pulls. And when you get to that point, just start single pulling and see if you can test your luck on possibly beating 50-50 for that character or that weapon that you really want. You can thank me later for that little tip because I've heard that through the grapevine. Lastly, do not convert your Astrite into anything else but Radiant Tides. This will save you a huge headache as you move towards getting your favorite 5-star. Tip number 8, collect and kill everything you see. If you have ADHD like me, then this should be a no-brainer. Everything that glows, that is shiny, or is moving, I am intrigued to break it, pick it, or destroy it with the power of my union level. All of these essential resources that are found in the open world will give you a chance to visit the synthesizer, Uncle Way's shop, and Ganyu's souvenir shop for a chance to get more character wave bands for Rover, weapon ascension material, echo tuners, and 5 Radiant Tides. This also will include your Sonus casts that you would turn into the antique shop in the city as well. See, look at that. Kiro Games is thinking of the free-to-play experience just like that. All you gotta do is go out there and collect, and you'll be able to go to these shops anytime to collect these items. Leveling up characters, weapons, and your forte circuit, it can get quite expensive really quick. So if you are visually overwhelmed by this new interactive map like I am, mark these locations on your map after the first visit because you would visit these locations between quests and exploration to further your character's level. Tip number 9, play with who you got. Rerolling would take almost about 30 minutes to 45 minutes even with the skip button feature, just to get that perfect 5-star. In my opinion, just have fun with who you got, but if you go for the reroll route, I'm sending you all my streamer luck. GG's, man. Tip number 10, summoning. This section is pretty straightforward. Only convert Astrite into Radiant Tides for the limited banner, but when you are pulling from all the banners, you will get Oscillate and Afterglow Curl from dupes that you've already gotten. This would allow you to get up to 2 extra copies of the current limited character and the current standard character's wave bands, which will allow your character to slap harder in game. The power scaling in this game is nuts, and I'm very excited to see how a lot of these characters with their wave bands actually increase. Is it multiplicative? Is it additive? I'm excited to test out these characters going forward. So be sure to get any copy wave bands of your favorite characters. So it is key to manage the tube Taisa curls that you do get when you do receive these dupes. For the future characters that you do want, because you can definitely save these up for future banners when you at least get the first copy of these characters. But I repeat, please just repeat after me. Do not convert your Afterglow Curl into any of the summoning tides. that would be a big waste of resources. So we don't want you doing anything like that, especially on day one, because you're going to just repeat this bad habit over and over again, and then you're just going to be stuck and you're not going to like playing Wuthering Waves ever again. And that's not what I want. I want you to enjoy yourself. This is a great game with thrilling combat, great sounds, and also you can just co-op with your favorite friends. Tip number 11, the current meta status. This is a very early game with no meta or elemental restrictions attached to the current endgame. So do not let any other CCs tell you otherwise. I've played the game in one of the private CBTs, and my experience was that there weren't really any elemental restrictions. I was able to use 3 different types of elements on my team and still complete content. But now when it comes to hologram, you would need to build the right teams around that. So learn your characters in simulation and get those extra Astrite from just trying out all the characters that was given to you from your summoning pools. Rover, I have this very strong feeling that the monsters in 1.0 and beyond may look like SpongeBob when he finally went to the gym. So build your 3-man team fast, but also have fun while you're doing it. Tip number 12. Don't rush getting to the end game content. Due to the level of combat skill and character power level needed for these powerful enemies, a lot of these challenges are time gated, while you fight through tougher forms of echoes in the open world and weekly bosses. Spend time learning your controller mapping systems, character combos, intros and outro skills in the trading simulation, while testing all the available characters will again get you more free-to-play Astrite. Thank you, Carol. Because let's not forget what happens when you're not strong enough in Wuthering Waves. It will slap you. We don't want to end up like those players. Yikes. We want to be like legends, spreading fear to every echo, aka Digimon, digital monsters. Making this guide was so much fun, but if you find that I misspoke or share incorrect information that was based off of my private CPT because of minor changes that were made in the final product, please share it with me so I can spread it to the overall community here. Because around here, if you know something, you say something in a positive way. With that said, there's a 6-day giveaway happening on my stream. Come chill and introduce yourself to the small community that I'm trying to build in the Wuthering Waves space. More info about this will be shared by present day me. Please be kind to him. This is his first time streaming in this way, in this capacity, and he's doing everything on his own. I am so proud of him. This day one guide has everything important a novice player will need starting on their day one in Wuthering Waves. Please continue to share your progress and funny memes and fails with me on Twitter. Thank you for watching this video and good luck on your first week in Wuthering Waves.